My horses and I are taking a journey thousands of miles long across the United States. Along the way, I'm exploring tons of incredible places, meeting lots of amazing people, and experiencing the adventure of a lifetime.
All three of my horses are Mustangs. They were all born in the desert. Through this, my three horses are going to show the world that Mustangs absolutely are worth adopting, that they absolutely have a place. All right, guys, I'm here with Mike Armstrong this morning. He's leading me off his place. They got one heck of a ranch out here on the West Virginia line area. And this is, what county is this, Mark? This is Highland County, right?
Highland County.
Highland County. Yeah, least populated county in Virginia, I believe. All right, guys, well, a big thanks to Mike Armstrong and his family. He just turned it around, and I'm on this dirt road now, and it's gonna take us all the way to state number 13 here in a couple minutes. Mike handed me this piece of birch bark, and I had no idea what the heck I was supposed to do with it, and then I watched him chew a piece of bark out of it. And it tastes like a lifesaver. If y'all have ever had birch beer, it's from the bark. It tastes just like it. You just chew on it, of course, but that's pretty good. First time chewing on tree bark. Not bad. Coming into Pendleton County, West Virginia. Wild and wonderful. Welcome y'all to state number 13, West Virginia. And so long to state number 11, Virginia. We should be here for the next full week, and then next week we'll cross into Maryland. All right, we are passing through the town of Brandywine. Going over the South Fork River. I've seen some good church signs, but that's gotta be one of the best. Okay, it is Tuesday, and I am in Pendleton County, West Virginia. And a big thanks to Mike Easton and his family. They got me a pasture for the horses last night and took good care of us, so a big thanks to them. But don't know where we're headed tonight, so hopefully we find somewhere. We're gonna go 17 or 18 miles, and that'll take us about halfway to Moorfield. So looking like it's gonna be cool and overcast. Hopefully the rain doesn't pick back up. It was raining a little this morning, but not too bad. Little cool piece of history here along the South Fork of the Potomac. There was a fort called Fort Siebert back in the 1750s. And it was just some cabins and a blockhouse, but it was an outpost that got sieged by the Native Americans for 7 days, and eventually the settlers gave in, and 20 of them were executed, and then the rest were taken captive. So yeah, it was not a successful settlement, you could say. But yeah, Fort Siebert here in West Virginia. I'm guessing that's me. All right, guys, tonight I'm staying up in the barn loft of John and Debbie, this lovely couple that I met here in West Virginia. And the horses are in the pasture outside. And I'm just showing you guys one of my barn loft hacks for as many as I've slept in. But you get yourself 4 hay bales, and then your saddle pads, and some roll your bedroll or whatever you got out on top. It's awesome. Bed fit for a king right there. All right, it is Wednesday, and I'm headed to Moorfield, West Virginia. We are leaving Milam, West Virginia. But a big thanks to John and Debbie for putting us up overnight, and also for driving the load ahead today. They were a huge help. But yeah, we've got a 21-mile day, and a little bit of light rain. I don't know what this is. What do you call the really light rain, like you can barely even tell it's there, but you can see it? It's really only out here in the East Coast, I've found. Moorfield.
Mullins was built in 1847, back when West Virginia was the western side of the state of Virginia. The hotel was known as the Moorfield Hotel Company, and the stockholders included Charles Carter Lee, the eldest brother of Robert E. Lee. After the Civil War, it was operated by Captain C.B. Mullin. Later to be known as the Mullin Hotel, it hosted many men of note according to the registers. It would become West Virginia's oldest continuously operated hotel, serving as such for over 110 years. All right, guys, well, I just got my first taste of real West Virginia bluegrass with Steve Smith. It was absolutely incredible. But he made this banjo himself from parts and ebony wood. But tell me a little bit about that process, I guess, of making your own banjo, Steve.
Well, it all starts with a tree, number one.
Yeah.
Of course, the metal parts, obviously, I couldn't make. Fingerboard is ebony. Jake had asked me earlier if I did the inlays, and yeah, I did. It was painstakingly hard. So the mother pearl comes in sheets, and you have a little pearl saw, and you cut those out, and then I have a Dremel, and then I route out the pattern, and I lay that back down in there, and I save the dust, and then when I'm done, I sprinkle the dust back down in between all this, and then that way it looks perfect.
Wow.
And then it's fretted, and you know, then kind of the neck, and of course has my name up here on top. Same process up there.
Very cool.
And yeah, and the rest of it's just these are triple gold parts. They're basically Huber metal parts, but all the wood, yeah, I done by myself. The back of the banjo was actually made. My grandpa had it was an old international corn binder, they called it, and the brake drum on the outside is actually 14.5 inches.
Yeah.
So that's how you make the resonator round. So then I steamed the poplar and put on inside of the veneer, and you have this part, and then this back here is kind of curved. So I took some old horse-drawn discs, cut the axles off of them, and then welded them back up together and made this curvature. It would make like a sandwich. So, and then I just glued this onto this and then routed it out, and there you go. You got a back of a banjo, which meets pre-war specs, which is pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So you've been playing bluegrass since you were 6 years old. For you, what is it?
Well, when I started when I was 12.
Oh, when you were 12?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I got that wrong. For you, like, what does that mean to, like, the culture around here in West Virginia, like, to keep that going, to keep that
Oh, man, it's the
tradition?
coolest thing. That's kind of who we are.
Yeah.
And you said you rode all the way across the United States and you hadn't heard any bluegrass music, right?
Yeah. I mean, I was like, I gotta hear the real deal, and then I got like the realest experience I could, I think.
You did. You're in the heart of the Appalachian Mountains, my
Right.
friend. So, and bluegrass, honestly, it's steeped in everybody. I mean, like Billy over here, like
Yeah.
he's been playing ever since he was a kid. And a lot of these pickers and players that came this evening, they've been playing since they were kids. And you also saw a lot of kids here. So it's important to us folks that are older to be able to teach and carry on that tradition of what we have. So that's important to us. So, and banjo pickers and musicians will travel hundreds of miles just to go pick. You know, so it took us an hour and a half to come over here this evening, which is nothing to be able to teach the young man over here.
Yeah.
You know, to be able to keep on our heritage and all that. So.
Absolutely. For me, with the Year of the Mustang, it's a big thing to carry on my culture, the buckaroo tradition, and cowboying, and I think it's so cool to see other people in other parts of the country doing the same thing. So
that's
that's super
stuff.
fantastic.
Hey, Jake, I appreciate you, though.
Yeah.
Thanks for the interview. And
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. No, yeah. You guys keep doing what you're doing. But, yeah. How long you been playing, Billy? On bluegrass?
45 years.
Wow. Pretty cool.
We all started when we were kids.
Yeah. Well, like I was saying, guys, Billy here's running the Mullin's 1847 Hotel and Restaurant. But, yeah, big thanks to him for looking after me out here.
Okay, it is Friday and I have left Moorefield, West Virginia, and I'm headed over to a little area called Kirby. We're doing just kind of a short day, about 16 miles. But a big thanks to Billy Keplinger for putting me up at the Mullin's 1847 Hotel for the last 2 nights. I got to stay in their incredible cabin that they got out back, which is available for rent. If anyone is needing to stay in Moorefield, absolutely beautiful little log cabin from the 1820s that's been restored. But also big thanks to Cody Keplinger and his family. They're taking the load ahead today, and they also brought a bunch of panels down to the middle of town to set up for the horses. And on top of that, the Smith family, big thanks to them. Katie and Steve Smith, they brought me some much needed supplies, and Katie's also been helping me track down places to stay from Virginia all the way here through West Virginia and ongoing, so big thanks to them for that. Well, this is the site of Fremont's camp. John C. Fremont was a Union general back in the Civil War, and he had orders to come out here from Lincoln to head down to Harrisonburg to attack the Confederates, which were advancing up from the south side. And he had a lot of struggle going through this area with rain and mud and the river gorge. It's just kind of a famous series of telegraphs of him kind of back-talking the president and explaining why he can't travel, and the president's ordering him to continue on. But yeah, this is where he was when that was happening. When they finally met Jackson's army, they got beat by him pretty bad, and then General James Banks' army got beat after that just as well, being a pretty sore loss for the Union in this area back in 1862. All right, it is Saturday, our last day of the week. I'm leaving Inkerman, West Virginia, gonna be headed over to Augusta, West Virginia. But a big thanks to Colton and Pauline C. for putting me up at their place last night, and to their whole family for taking good care of us. But yeah, we are going into the weekend. It's been a real nice week here in West Virginia. We've just got a little bit more and we'll cross into Maryland next week. So today I'm going to stay at a place called Muddy Boots, and owner's name is Heidi Wolf, and her friend told me that she's over the local 4-H and that all the kids wanted to welcome me into town as I came in for the night, so I think they're up here waiting for us. So this should be fun. All right, guys, it is the end of week 34 of the Year of the Mustang, and I am so excited to announce we have hit 10,000 subscribers. 10 grand, baby. That is so freaking amazing, and I love you guys for it. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and I want to see that number hit 100,000. So if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button so that you do not miss the videos we have coming out on the Year of the Mustang every single week. So with that, we also have Year of the Mustang merchandise out. If you want to get yourself one of these super slick hats, go to yearofthemustang.com, get yourself one, or a t-shirt, whatever it is you want. We got tons of cool stuff for you guys, so hit it up. Yeah, hope you enjoyed this video. Until the next one, adios.